Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about a topic that almost every ambitious person thinks about at some point in life. A question that many students, entrepreneurs, workers, coaches, and dreamers ask themselves again and again. The question is simple. What leads to success? Hard work or smart work? For many years, society has taught us one main idea. Work hard and you will succeed. Parents tell it to their children. Teachers tell it to their students. Motivational speakers repeat it on stages. Books write about it again and again. And yes, hard work is powerful. Hard work builds strength. Hard work builds discipline. Hard work builds character. But as we move forward in life, we begin to notice something interesting. There are people who work incredibly hard every single day. They wake up early. They struggle. They sacrifice their comfort. Yet sometimes their progress is slow. At the same time, there are people who seem to move ahead much faster. This leads many people to wonder, is hard work enough? Or do we also need smart work? The truth is this: success does not belong only to hard workers or only to smart thinkers. True success belongs to those who combine both. Hard work gives you the strength to keep going when life becomes difficult. Smart work gives you the strategy to move in the right direction. Without hard work, even the smartest plan will remain just an idea. Without smart work, even the hardest effort may not bring the best results. Let me explain this with a simple story. Imagine two farmers who want to grow crops on their land. The first farmer wakes up early every morning. He works under the hot sun all day. He digs the soil, plants the seeds, and waters the field. But he never studies the soil, never checks the weather patterns, and never learns new farming techniques. The second farmer also works hard, but before starting, he studies the soil. He learns when to plant, how much water the crops need, and what fertilizers improve growth. Both farmers are working hard, but the second farmer is also working smart. After a few months, whose crops will grow better? Of course, the farmer who combined hard work with smart thinking. This example teaches us an important lesson. Effort is important, but direction is even more important. Imagine climbing a ladder with all your strength. You climb higher and higher, using all your energy. But after reaching the top, you realize something shocking. The ladder was leaning against the wrong wall. That is what happens when people work hard without thinking smart. They spend years running, but they never check if they're running in the right direction. Smart work begins with thinking. Before taking action, smart people ask important questions. What is the goal? What is the best way to reach it? What mistakes should be avoided? How can time be used more efficiently? These questions help them move faster and smarter. But here is something very important. Many people misunderstand the idea of smart work. Some people think smart work means avoiding hard work. They believe success should come easily. But that is not true. Smart work is not about escaping effort. Smart work is about using effort wisely. Even the most successful entrepreneurs, athletes, scientists, and artists work extremely hard. But They also think deeply about their actions. They analyze results. They learn from failures. They improve their methods. That is why they grow faster than others. Think about the most successful people in the world. Athletes train for thousands of hours, but they don't just train randomly. They follow structured plans designed by coaches. Entrepreneurs work long hours, but they also analyze markets, study customers, and design better strategies. Scientists perform countless experiments, but each experiment is based on careful research. This combination of effort and strategy is the secret behind extraordinary success. Now, let's talk about another important difference: being busy versus being productive. Many people are busy all day. They answer emails, they attend meetings, they run from one task to another. At the end of the day, they feel exhausted. But when they look at their results, they realize something surprising. Very little progress was made. Why? Because being busy is not the same as being productive. Busy people focus on activities. Productive people focus on results. Smart work means identifying the few activities that create the biggest results. This idea is sometimes called the 80-20 rule. It means that 80% of results often come from 20% of actions. Smart workers learn to focus on those important actions. Instead of doing everything, they do the most important things. This does not mean they avoid effort. It means they invest effort where it matters most. Another important part of smart work is learning continuously. The world is changing faster than ever. Technology evolves, markets change, opportunities appear and disappear quickly. If someone keeps working the same way for years without learning new skills, they may fall behind. Smart workers constantly improve themselves. They read books, they listen to podcasts, they learn from mentors, they observe successful people. Learning makes their work more powerful. Think about a woodcutter cutting trees in a forest. If he spends 10 hours cutting trees with a dull axe, his progress will be slow. But if he stops for a moment to sharpen the axe, his next hour of work will be much more effective. Learning is like sharpening the axe. Now, let us talk about failure. Many people fear failure. When they fail, they feel discouraged. They stop trying. But successful people see failure differently. They see failure as information. Every failure teaches something valuable. It shows what does not work. It reveals weaknesses. It creates opportunities to improve. Hard work helps you continue after failure. Smart work helps you learn from failure. Together, they turn setbacks into stepping stones. Another important aspect of smart work is time management. Time is the most valuable resource we have. Money can be lost and earned again. Opportunities can disappear and return, but time once gone never comes back. Hard workers sometimes try to do everything themselves. Smart workers learn to prioritize and delegate. They focus their time on tasks that truly matter. They eliminate distractions. They protect their energy. This allows them to achieve more in less time. Let us also talk about mindset. Your mindset determines how you approach challenges. People with a fixed mindset believe abilities are limited. When things become difficult, they give up. People with a growth mindset believe abilities can improve through effort and learning. They see challenges as opportunities to grow. Hard work strengthens your persistence. Smart work strengthens your adaptability. Together, they create a powerful mindset that refuses to give up.